Hey guys, what's up? Jedi here, and in this video I'm going to go over the overlooked importance of crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is a huge deal in a lot of games, especially in first-person shooters such as CSGO or Valorant. In Fortnite, it's the complete opposite. Players don't really focus on crosshair placement at all, mostly because people will take flicks over consistent aim. So today, I'll be going over crosshair placement and aiming, and, I bet you didn't see this one coming, building and editing. So let's talk about aim first. I think crosshair placement could play a part in why controller aim is actually better. Before you go down and leave an angry comment about aim assist, I want you to think about this first. Controller players can't flick to the extent that keyboard and mouse players can, so they are constantly tracking their opponents through builds and lining up their headshots. Crosshair placement is also important for pre-fires and reaction plays. When I first started playing Valorant, I quickly learned just how important crosshair placement was. Good crosshair placement would literally win you the fight. This is because the closer you're aiming towards your opponent, the less you'll have to adjust to account for errors. Now, if you take this practice and you apply it to Fortnite, it basically means that the closer your crosshair is to your opponent's head, the easier it is to hit that sweet one pump. I'm willing to bet right now that most of you watching this video probably hit consistent 100 pumps with your spaz. And sure, that feels good. It feels good to crack your opponent's shield. But if you ever watch the pros, you'll notice that they almost always hit headshots with their shotguns. This isn't because they just flick up whenever they shoot, although they do sometimes. It's actually more because their crosshairs are positioned and adjusted in such a way that they are almost always looking at an opponent's head. So if you want to start hitting consistent headshots, start placing your shotgun higher at head height when you're just running around or farming. If you start getting used to having head height crosshair placement, you're going to start hitting the pumps because you'll be used to having your pump at the right level. Now let's transition over and talk about building and editing, which is obviously very different from aim. Let's talk about building first. In building and editing, having good crosshair placement basically means having efficient crosshair placement. Efficient crosshair placement means that you only look at the minimum amount required to build in the desired place. For example, you only have to look a little over the wall to build the cone, not a lot. Or when you're placing a high wall, you simply only look the tiniest amount you have to in order to place that wall a layer above. And you know what? Sometimes that's all it is. Just looking over the tiniest amount can allow you to build in places you never thought you could. So those were some good tips for building. Not really. But for editing, this can actually make you a better and faster editor. I mean, efficiency can literally make you a faster editor. If you move your crosshair less, but you're able to complete the same action, you're literally just doing that action quicker. Learning to make super efficient edits like this will be hard because it requires an insane amount of precision. But I definitely recommend practicing and trying this out because I really think it can make a difference in your speed. A side note here is that your current editing is probably not bad. The only really inefficient editing I usually see is from new keyboard and mouse players. But remember that you can always improve. And if you ever want to see someone edit with efficient crosshair placement, go watch TSM Ops. His edits look clean and simple, and it's really noticeable when you compare it to someone who is just throwing their mouse around. With that being said, guys, that's going to be it for today's video on crosshair placement in Fortnite. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Fortnite competitive tips and tricks. Please consider using code JEDI2X in the Fortnite item shop. It really helps me out a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace.